Hi, everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Thank you for dropping by and spending some time with us today. I'm going to be actually addressing some issues that writers, coaches, educators, and PR agents have mentioned to me over the last few months since we started this channel that they have been witnessing. It's an issue that they witness, and they really thought it would be interesting to see how I would address this issue on our YouTube channel. So I'm going to be doing that with a series of article or videos that I've created for you. So we're going to start today by actually taking a realistic look at the current environment for when it comes to the world of writing. Now, I'm going to be focusing on books, but really this information, the tips, the resources that I'm sharing on this channel will encompass all forms of writing and many different types of entrepreneurship as well. Just because you're not a writer doesn't mean the information that we share doesn't apply for you. Just because you don't publish books doesn't mean that the information that we release isn't important for you to pay attention to. So no matter what genre or what level of writing that you're in, or what genre of entrepreneurship you're in, these videos will help you. Now, studies tell us that book sales themselves have actually grown exponentially since 2020, especially the ebook and the audio sectors, which grew by 30% since 2020. So that is really good news for us as writers. Sadly, for every 10 book lovers, only 2 of them are actually reading a book right now. 2 of them have a book actively on their nightstand or wherever that they're going to be reading or are reading. Now, there's a lot of reasons why that is happening to these people who are passionate about books, who love to read, who buy them for their friends. They rent them from book subscription services or through like Kindle Reads, or maybe they're really into going to their library, or they just love to purchase them. These are book lovers. Now, there's a reason why there's less reading going on among that particular group right now, and that is, according to the studies, due to budget constraints and limited schedules, but also because of the wide array of alternatives for them to use to fill their hours that they have, spare hours that they have to either educate themselves or find entertainment for themselves. So we're looking at here, streaming video, podcasts, online alternatives like, Prime Video is a good example. There are a lot of different things that are vying for those same hours that these people have. Now, previously, another reason why there is an issue when it comes to book lovers and book sales is that about a decade ago, it was seen as like a thing to do, to give away your book. And what actually happened is it created then a group of readers who now don't want to pay for books. They're looking for free books, free ebooks. They're looking for promotions and giveaways and contests. They're actually actively seeking these out because they don't want to pay for their books. They're actively seeking out other alternatives as well. Libraries, ebook libraries, and places like that where they actually don't have to pay for their books. And that's a detriment to the writer because, we're trying to do this for a living, and it's not easy to do if you're not getting paid for it. Now, really at one time, this free promotion thing was really seen as the thing to do. People were recommending it, and there were others in the industry, other marketers like myself, who were seeing some of the dangers, the potential for some of the dangers of that kind of marketing. And sure enough, now we're seeing a result of that. So what we want you to understand is you need to value your product. You need to value yourself, your work, your time. Put it out as a prize. Yes, run a contest, do a discount sales price for a certain amount of time because of promotions or to boost sales, or any of these kinds of things. You know, offer it as a free gift to someone that has responded to a contest during a live interview, these kinds of things. But don't just give your book away for free. Now, another thing that authors do that can be detrimental is the pricing, especially when it comes to ebooks. So the best price for ebooks, the best price range is in the $1.99 to $3.99 range, $3.99 for novels usually. $4.99 to $5.99 is not unheard of, but it's usually kept for like resource books, nonfiction, how-to, cookbooks, those types of genre of books. Now, when you are going to do promotions and you're going to run your special discounts, your sales, your coupon prices, your promotional events, those kinds of things, 99 cents to $1.99. So you'd bring your $5.99 to as low as $1.99 during your promotional event, just to draw attention to your books or to drive up sales, or just for that one promotional event is fine. But not to do that on a regular basis, not to do it too frequently, not to do it too extreme, and definitely don't do it for free. Now, the reality is that, you know, most authors, when they put out a book for the very first time, it can take 6 to 12 months of performing daily marketing activities for a new author to build an audience for their new book. Or if you're an established author, you've had 1 or 2 books out already, and maybe now you're going to branch out into a different genre, a genre you have not written in yet. And so now it's going to take you 6 to 12 months to build an audience for you in that genre. Now, most authors burn out of their finances, their promotional activities, they burn out of their direct contacts during the first 3 months, as much as 18 months if they're more established and have a more stronger like marketing activities and things like that going on. But this period, the 3 to 18 months after a book release has been put out, is available for people to publish. That period from 3 to 18 months after that is actually called the honeymoon period in the industry, in the marketing industry. This is when like the joy, excitement, oh, I have a book out, and I'm so excited, and you're telling everyone, and you're spending all your money, and you're doing everything that you can think of doing, and you're doing it in a real haphazard, really crazy way because you're so excited. And then, you know, then the point of burnout, and, you know, the realization of not getting the return on your investment, or maybe underwhelmed by the results and overwhelmed by what is left yet to do. And really it slow down, roll up your sleeves and do the work slowly and with a plan and with direction and with focus and with meaning, so you get the most results, the most efficient, effective results out of every action that you take, because you have a plan in place, and one that takes you for the life of your book. We'll get more into that in a little bit later. But in reality, out there in the world of books, in fact, studies are showing us that only 1 in every 40,000 authors sell more than 1,000 copies of their book, due to not being prepared for being an entrepreneur. They don't see themselves as an entrepreneur. They don't think of themselves as a business. They don't see themselves as a homepreneur, a home business. And that is unfortunately detrimental to their career. Okay, so we're going to talk more about this here later on in this series, so keep on dropping by. We're going to try to keep these videos under 10 minutes so that it doesn't eat up too much of your time, but I have a lot to cover in a very short amount of time. Today was the introduction to this particular series, dealing with changing your mindset from a writer to a business. Okay.